Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out today's video. Today I have a few replays from the war here against Costa Rica Drac. I've been playing with the QuakeWalk strategy, and I used that in this war, and I'm going to show you some of the results we had. Now I'm going to jump into the replay where you can't see the results, and then we'll watch how the raid progresses to kind of save the suspense of whether or not I 3-star with it. So let's go ahead and jump into the first raid. Okay, so on this base, I'm noticing that both sweepers are facing this direction, so I want to come at the eagle from this like 5-ish o'clock side, cut a funnel with a balloon and a baby, cut the other side of the funnel with a king and a wizard. I'm going to quake right around that archer tower, but I want to make sure I don't open this compartment here because that'll give me nicer pathing straight to the town hall from the 3 o'clock side if I don't. So, but I'll still get the eagle. Well, which is important. So anyways, going in to get the eagle, the queen, and the CC. So Coco Loon healers queen. She's doing her work. Put another balloon there. That was kind of a mistake. There we go. Coco Loon. And queen slowly charging her way in. I do put another rage here just to speed it up a little bit because I'm always worried about time with these long queen charges. So here we go. She's targeting the eagle. She's going to wrap around. She's going to come back for that queen. She pulls the CC about here. Yep, there's the CC. Going to go ahead and put the poison down. Take care of that. Give it just a second. And the hound is finally dead. So here I'm going to have to rage the queen up and then immediately use her ability because it wasn't quite enough to save her. I waited too long on that rage, but big mistake. So she gets the queen down, and now I'm going to start the Lalo from the 3. Slammer here on the mortar to help cut for pathing to go directly into that Inferno Tower in case there's any Teslas. And I only have 1 haste spell. I'm liking just going with 1 haste, 1 freeze for the Lalo portion because it means I can really get a mean charge going. Get all my balloons coming around the top. Queen still up, cleaning up some trash. Gets the sweeper, kind of saves me a little bit of a headache. Freeze the town hall, and then gonna warden, but I warden, and the balloons were away from the town hall at the time when I hit the warden, and I didn't get them. So I lost like 5-10 balloons there, something like that. But the balloons are coming around the back. Everybody's working their way around. I have all my cleanup back here. Queen finally does go down, but she just about pulled through. Slammer is still up. By some miracle. It's crazy it made it all the way around, but I guess the queen was taking all the heavy fire, so anyways, Slammer finally goes down. Balloons are taking out some of this point defense. Does the warden end up getting that Inferno? No, that balloon does. Okay, so now it's just a matter of cleanup. I have a whole bunch of troops up here. I got a whole bunch down here. This is looking pretty good. Except for you look at the time. And even with that early rage, I just did not have enough time to get through this base. Could have started the balloon sooner, but 96%. So, okay, let's take a look at raid number 2. Okay, so here we have the second raid. And again, I'm going in for the eagle, the queen, and the clan castle. So I look for the easiest charge to get me there, and with the quake, she's way more likely to take that entry because it's huge, right? It's 10 spaces wide. So anyways, I cut the funnel with a baby and with the king on the other side. Baby on one side, king on the other. Got the queen coming in. A lot of bases today, you're taking at least 3 expos once you get to the core, if not all 4 of them. So you really got to be careful how you plan your queen charges, because with the quakes, you can literally charge into anywhere. But the danger of that is you're going to be taking all of that point defense from the expos, like you see me here. The good news is you can tank for a time 3 expos while you're taking down a hound. Now you're going to have to be under rage, hit the ability to save your queen and keep her alive, but you can't do it. Anyways, I start opposite the town hall with my Lalo, which is very risky. In the CWL, Supercell Clan War Leagues, you probably wouldn't do that. You'd probably come Town Hall side. But I felt pretty confident that the pathing up through here was good enough that I'd be able to pull it off. Freeze the Town Hall to let my queen get a couple of shots on it, and then the Warden pulls up to where he actually gets her in his aura, and I use his ability, and she takes down the Town Hall for me, so even better. A lot of the raids, I feel like they develop differently every time, and you have to use your own intuition and experience to kind of adjust as it goes. So when you see the Warden grabs the queen, might as well warden there and have her take down the Town Hall instead of waiting for your balloons to come all the way around to do it. Just little adjustments like that on the fly make such a big difference in the raids. But you see here that this one is a triple. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the last raid for today. Okay, so I'm looking at this base, I'm thinking there's so much value up there with all that splash damage at the top of the base. And if I could charge my way in there and keep my queen alive, I think I'm going to do pretty well. So I quake right in front of the queen. I'm going to cut, again, the funnel with a baby and a balloon and the king on the other side. So one side the baby and the balloon, one side the king. Here we go. King's clearing up all that trash pretty darn nicely. Here goes my queen, Coco balloon, and then the healers. Gonna have to rage her up soon. That Warden tower does so much damage, it's ridiculous. And enemy queen is down. Had to burn the ability there. Didn't want to risk losing the queen. Went ahead and used the second rage. Healers are getting kind of beat up here, but not much I can do to stop it at this point. Okay, here we go. Use that third rage, and about now, when I pull the CC, and I know that the queen is going to be able to take care of it, I go ahead and start the balloons because, as you saw in that first raid, I time failed, and I did not want to risk another time fail. So here we go with the balloons. And the queen did go down, which was unfortunate, but I have a baby in my siege. It's going to help clean up those archers. Everybody's kind of moving their way down. The balloon pathing is looking pretty decent. There we go. Freeze up the Town Hall. The reason the queen went down is I thought I placed my poison and I placed a haste. I forgot about that. So now I have my poison and I placed it like it's a haste. I'm like, oh man, this is terrible. I'm not going to be able to pull this off because those balloons are all going to die. Had the queen lived through that hound, probably had a better shot at getting this base, but little mistakes like that are going to cost you. And it cost me here for sure. So yeah, it was painful. I thought there might have still been a chance I could get it at this point. I mean, I have plenty of troops left. I have the Warden left. The thing is that air defense, that wizard tower, and that archer tower together are going to be really hard to overcome with what I got left. Maybe if the baby dragon didn't get targeted here by that air defense, I would have had a better shot at it. But even then, they still had the storage to get through. I just don't think it was going to happen. I was kind of hoping the Warden would pull the hero Warden move and take all that down for me, but with that air defense up, it just wasn't going to happen. So, anyways, yeah, I'm playing with the QuakeWalk. Really enjoying it. I think it's super powerful. Possibly one of the most powerful strats I know. So, anyways, I'm going to keep working on this, and maybe when I get really, really good at it, I can do a tutorial if I get that good at it. Yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you in the next one.